Welcome back to Random Dude's Workshop. We are back at my buddy Quinn's house for our desk frame today. And I would like to tell you that I have a really well thought out plan for how to do this. But the truth is, never made a desk frame before, so I'm not really entirely sure. Also, the area where I do all the work is just completely a mess from the last time I did anything, so we'll see what we can do. Today, the goal is to turn these two 20-foot sticks of 1x1 square tubing into a 2x8 desk frame. Toughest part, starting any new job or project. Go ahead and organize the parts from your other unfinished project. We have to run this extension cord out here because otherwise the outlet, the breaker, just will not handle it. So here we are. All right, so before you do anything, you should always have a plan, right? Gotta have a plan. So this is the desk plan. Okay, so the friend wants a 2x8. I should have got a real pencil. 2x8 desk frame. Right? So approximately 24 by 96. Now, when talking with said friend, they told me that they were gonna have a butcher block of 25 by 96. So I went ahead and asked them, do you want flush? So when it's flush, it'll come up right with the edge of the frame. No overhang, just board right against the edge, board right against every single edge, right? No overhang. Then they said that they in fact did want an overhang. So their butcher block as it stands right now is 25 by 96. So they said they wanted a 3-inch overhang on every side. So that means that we have to take our 24 by 96 or 25 by 96 and subtract 6, because each side, 2 off of this side, or 3 off of this side, 3 off of this side, and we need to make it 19 by, and then take another 6 off this, 90. So our frame, this is not to scale, will be 90 and 19.
All right, so here I quickly realized that this is not going to work. This is not the right height. I better go ahead and get it up to that right height and buy some rollers in the future.
And the idea here is that each of our desk will come together in a 45 degree fashion. So we have to cut first to the length of 19 1/4, and then we're going to cut those all flat, and then we're going to cut 90 1/4, cut those all flat, and then we're going to come back and add these 45s in here. Here we go. All right, so normally not a fan of cutting more than you need to, but this is the first time I've cut up 45 on the saw. So I just want to see how it cuts and how accurate the 45 is by taking 1/2 of this, and maybe I'll just chop a small piece off of this, do 2 45s, see what happens. Or have an old project that might be, could use some 45s, so see what happens here. I know, why not just cut 45 on the end, then cut a piece off and set that. This will give us a true measure of the 45. Because this is so small, to actually get it to 45, got all this burr on each side, so make sure that it's facing the burr, no minimal burr down, or clean it up in this case. So now we'll check if we truly got that 90 that we're looking for. This magnet's a little dirty, but it'll work. So, looks pretty good so far. So that is totally acceptable. Obviously, if these were cleaned up, that wouldn't happen. Also, my magnet's just freaking dirty. That's pretty good. That'll do. So the height is going to be 29 before the butcher block. So we have 1 inch, and then this would be 28 with feet. So we better take a look at how much space or how tall those feet are. So we need approximately 5 by 27 inches. Alright, so here we are, day 2 of the desk build. Today, looking to weld and do some modifications. So, we've got quite a bit of work cut out for us today, and we'll see if some of the ideas I had pan out for the rest of it. So, here we go. Alright, so the plan now, go ahead and start putting the top of the frame together, reinforce it. And you'll see me going around from side to side, making little tack welds. That way we don't warp the frame and get it all weird from any amount of heat, and try to keep it as flat as possible. Here we go. So, not that this is a perfect 90, but it gives you a good idea. for a desk frame and welding on a table that's way too small, I'm going to say that this is 90 on each corner.
So now that we've got the top of the frame all taken care of, you guys see me going through the desk here, putting all the legs on. I used my square for the first one, and then the rest of them, I'll use these two 90-degree magnets from YesWelder to get everything to what I believe is 90 degrees. So these are the supports I decided to put in, just simple 45-degree angle supports, and I put them on each of the legs in each direction to keep them from moving that way. And you see I'm continuing my method of just tacking everything in place before finishing the weld. Now you'll see me going through and doing the 1-inch welds along all the seams. Okay, so this is the finished desk. It has a butcher block top on it, which Jacob did himself. Megan and Jacob are the couple that asked me to go ahead and do this desk for them. We just kept the desk frame raw and just cleaned it with a nice acetone to make sure that all the grease would stay off the metal.